What's going on, guys? Smash Adams here, and today I'm going to do a deck profile on my Hieratic Horus deck. Now, I've definitely made some drastic changes to this, and I've got to say that we're for the better, but at the same time, the deck still has some consistency issues, but it's still going strong. I've play tested it a couple of times on DevPro, and I managed to do quite well with it compared to some of the other tech choices that I ran in the past, especially since I last updated this deck when I posted it. But overall, I like where it's going. It's super quick, it's super strong, and it's fun. Why the hell not? That's what Horus does, and that's what any deck does, rather. But I love it. It's doing pretty good. So, without further ado, here is Horus, the Black Flame Dragon. To start off, we've got, of course, 2 Horus level 8s. I was going to cut one out to minimize the dead draws, but I figured the way I run it, there's less of a chance that I will run into that, considering I only run 2 of these anyway. That's the maximum you should be running. You run 3, well, good luck with that. I mean, unless you find a way to lessen your chances of getting dead hands with Horus, because now, especially with the new rule changes and all, and how fast the format is going time and time after, you gotta figure out ways to minimize your chances of getting dead hands, and this does that for you. Plus, especially since spellbooks have a better chance of competing now that what's its name? Spellbook of the name will come back to me later on, but it's a really good yes, Spellbook of Fate. Sorry, now it came back to me. Spellbook of Fate, especially against spellbooks now that Fate's off the ban list. You have a pretty good matchup, and you don't have to worry about spellbooks now since they're competitive again. So you say this, they say Fate. Guess what? Cancel out. Not happening. Anything spell-based, except for Super Poly, which is, thank God, it's banned. You don't really have much of a problem running this deck now. Next, we've got 3 level 6. I was going to cut one out, but I figured running 3 was a lot better because it heightens the chances of getting Horus level 8 out faster. And of course, we still run the 3 level 4s. I know it's the lesser known level for the deck, but I figured that with the chances of me just leveling up quicker, it would make it easier for me. But overall, I really like the fact that I'm running the whole engine rather than just running half of it, because the more the chances that you'll be getting red eyes out will be better, especially since it's easy to summon. You don't use the control effect that much, but the fact that you have level up and the fact that you have red eyes in your favor for this deck makes it all the sweeter. Now we have the Hieratic engine. Just got to move that out of the way. Start off, we've got, of course, the 3 Esets, 3 Sus, 3 Nebthet, and 3 Tefnuit. You all know what these do. They're the basic lineup for the deck. You get what you need, go off your loops, get as many level 6s as possible, go straight for Atum, go for Red Eyes, go for Horus, get the lock, and then some. And of course, for the rest of the dragons, we've got the Vanillas, which are 1 Lesser Dragon number 2, and 1 Wattail. Main reason being is because Chain Disappearance is still a thing, and Prohibition is still a thing. Even though not many people run those cards, it's still a card to watch out for. Well, both of them are still cards to watch out for. But just to keep that in mind. But they're still pretty good. You can run 2 Wattails or 2 Lesser Dragons if you want. That's just my thing. 1 Red Eyes, basically for the combo plays. And lastly, 2 Jinzos. Now, say if I don't get Decree early, I can always use this tribute off of one of my Hieratics afterwards, after I use Red Eyes and whatnot, and then special summon it from there. And if I have more dragons to spare afterwards, I can go straight for Atum after that. Then possibly get Horus afterwards, after using Red Eyes. But this is a good lockdown card, especially in the past when you were running Horus. When Red Eyes was unlimited, this card was the nuts back then. It still is now, but you rarely run into it. But it's still good to have. Now for the spells, we've got 3 Convocations, 3 level ups, and a playset tech of Dragon Shrine, mainly because I run the vanillas and I want to heighten my chances of getting the Hieratic loops off quicker. This does that for you. And of course my favorite spell for the deck, 3 enemy controllers, because you can tribute off the Hieratics and all that, get your vanilla dragon, then the next turn, if you have like an Eset, copy that level, manipulate it, make it 6, go off your plays after that. And end the main deck lineup, 3 Royal Decrees. Now on to the extra deck. We've got 3 Atum, your basic Hieratic loop. 1 Strike Bounzer, well, actually 3 Strike Bouncers, sorry. I'm really out of it today. For burn damage, for effect negation. That's basically all it does. I mean, I also like the fact that it's a 2700 beat stick, and that's my phone in the background if you guys can hear that. 3 Exa-Beetle. 3 Gauntlet Launchers, because I couldn't get the M7s. I figured these would capitalize off of that. I may keep these or take out the Exa-Beetles, but we'll see. But these are going great in the deck still. And to end the lineup, 3 Gaia Chargers, because they're great to go off of after you do your Atum plays. So, that's it for the deck. Hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like and favorite if you did. And until next time, hope you all enjoyed this video. And this is Smash Adams signing out.